As you're getting ready to return to exercise after having your baby, one of the first things you need to do to prepare for movement is to work on your breath and core connection. So we talk about the core, we're talking about the whole canister from diaphragm, all the abdominal muscles, even the underlayer like the transverse abdominis or TA that wraps around to the back, and the pelvic floor. So it's this whole canister that we want to act as a team, working, going up and down like a piston. And that's also the area that saw the most pressure change and trauma through pregnancy and childbirth, and so it can need some extra attention to come back together. And so we focus on core breathing, or the ABC strategy, which would start with alignment. So you're looking at ribs over hips, not this thrusted position with the pelvis way out, with the ribs and chest up, not this crunched position with the pelvis tucked under or the shoulders dropped, but this neutral position where it's like a bucket that's sitting upright and we're not spilling the bucket. So that's the A piece of the strategy, alignment. And we look for that in movement patterns and in daily life just to help optimize our core position and the core pressure and healing. Then B would be breath. We want to focus when we breathe on belly breathing. That inhale wraps all the way around to our back, exhale flattens, inhale into the belly, wrapping all the way around. And then the C really works with B, core connection, because you want your breath and your core working together. So on inhale, everything relaxes and opens, and on exhale, everything engages and tightens. So one of the things I do for my moms returning to exercise is take it all the way back to just practicing breathing. And this can be started at any point after you've had your baby that you're ready to put in some mental work on focusing on breathing. Laying down is the best time to work on it. One hand on the chest, one hand on your belly. First, just find out where you're breathing. Do you breathe into your belly or into your chest? And then try to work that breath down into the belly, wrapping all the way around. Once you've got the breath in the belly, you can work on connecting it. So inhale, fill the belly, relax down through the pelvic floor. Exhale, pull the belly button in and up, pull the pelvic floor up. Inhale, relax and open. Exhale, engage. So we would practice that breathing pattern with the core and pelvic floor engagement, maybe 10 reps, 3 times. You can also do it sitting up or standing up, and then you'd apply that to movement. So a great movement I like to apply that to is the heel drop. So you're gonna bring your heels to the 90, your feet to the 90-degree position. Exhale and engage, inhale. Exhale and engage, inhale. Exhale and engage, inhale. And see if you can keep your back flat, if you can keep that core connection while dropping your heel down. If you can't, do less range of motion, just a partial drop. Or go back to practicing just the breathing without any movement. Another good one to practice is the dead bug. So you're gonna extend opposite arm and leg while you exhale, return, opposite arm and leg, exhale, return, exhale and engage, return. Again, if you can't maintain the core connection or your back starts to pull, go back to partial range of motion, or even just extending the arm or just extending the leg. We want to think about returning to exercise like rebuilding. So you're building each layer by layer of the movements, starting from movements that are closest to your core, working your way out to your extremities. And that breathing pattern of engage, exhale, exert is going to be applied to every single movement. So when I bring moms back into exercise, we focus more on how they're moving than what they're doing. And so I like to use their favorite exercise movements. So most of the time the moms that I'm working with, that's CrossFit. And we do some intentional work like I just showed you to work on that mind, breath, core connection. But then we, as quickly as those connections are being made, we try to jump right into the movement patterns that mom enjoys. So for example, the squat. you would apply that same movement pattern. So you're gonna inhale, hold, exhale, and engage as you stand. Inhale, hold, exhale, and engage as you stand. And so as you're returning to exercise, you're thinking about keeping that core breathing pattern